Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the new week, the new trading week. I'm Dan from Trading with Dan, and this is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin charts. So yeah, Bitcoin on the 4 hour. We've had a nice break above 50k now. Obviously, everything was looking pretty bullish the past few days. Up to the underside of our next level of resistance, this sort of 52 to roughly $53,000 level. So yeah, obviously nothing untoward here, with a bit of a sideways action up here. So do we break above in the immediate term, or are we going to come back and trade out this range a little bit longer? That is what we are gonna find out in probably the immediate future. So yeah, but obviously all is looking good. High time frames looking good, trend looking good, expansion of volatility with an upwards moving price action, all looking good. Everything is looking good realistically for more upwards price action. This is obviously in medium and larger term time frames. In the short term, we can obviously have pullbacks and sideways, but we are now pretty much in the process of breaking out to the upside in Bitcoin and Ethereum. In Ethereum against Bitcoin, the larger time frame trends are moving into a period of trending price action now, and that, unfortunately for us, the trending price action is to the upside. So yeah, things are generally looking good here. With Bitcoin, I mean, we've got well, as what I was saying before, was up to about 52, 53 would look good for a top, and then a bit of sideways. But because we consolidated for a relatively substantial amount of time under this 50,000, and we are now breaking up, I would expect a larger move up after this length of time consolidating at these highs. I don't think we resolve this sideways consolidation with a move up to basically 53,000. So either we are going to reject from here, come back down, and this is sort of a swing failure above 50,000, and then we will trade out a range between 50,000 and say 42, or we are going to have to move higher to resolve this, to fully and formally resolve this to the upside if it isn't a swing failure above this resistance. So I think we would at least be looking towards the $58,000 level, I think. Ultimately, before then potentially looking for some macro sideways price action, and that is or say macro medium term sideways price action, and that is pretty much was my most bullish case scenario. So if we do get up to here, and then we actually start to trade sideways in a range between 58 and 50, and we completely skip some longer term sideways between 42 and 50, then that is obviously extremely bullish. I don't know how long we'd have to then consolidate up there, whether we would then ultimately get a pullback on the median time frame, but realistically we would be looking at that point, at some point, to break onwards to new all-time highs and beyond. Yeah, I mean, if we do look at it, if we do zoom out a little bit here, so we look at it here, if we do break back into this sort of range here, trade sideways here for a few weeks, and then yeah, look to then break up towards the all-time highs, sideways consolidation a bit more, and then onwards and upwards to 100k. It would all look very nice and orderly. It would all look very nice and orderly, basically. Pretty normal price. I say normal price action, normal for Bitcoin anyway. Normal price action for Bitcoin at least. And then yeah, things will be very good in this space. If you want to have a look at that Ethereum Satoshi pairing, it is understandably cooling off after this very nice run, very aggressive run that has taken out two levels of important resistance. But yeah, we are back into this zone now. It is sort of a zone which obviously is a support zone now. Now we're breaking above it, so yeah, we are in support sideways in this zone before lift off towards the next levels is what we want to see. Obviously, if we come back below this level, then yeah, we could be seeing a back test down to here. But I don't think that is the likely scenario. Realistically, the only way I see us getting a big pullback in here is if Bitcoin literally absolutely goes ballistic, which I don't think it will do. I think for the most part, Bitcoin is being dragged up by these altcoins. So I don't think at any point it's realistic going to start to substantially outperform these altcoins. It will just be again the altcoins dragging Bitcoin up. I believe anyway. That's what I think is playing out here. Ethereum USD pairing, the Ethereum dirty fiat pairing, just looking like it's bull flagging out. And yeah, just looking bullish here. I mean, one more leg up. I mean, this is the this bull flag projection was taken from this move up here and then this sideways consolidation. But then if we were to take one from obviously here to here and then add it onto here, we pretty much get to the resolution of this one also. So that could that is a high probability event that we do get new all-time highs and hit around, well, realistically we call it anywhere between 46 and 48,000 would be a reasonable target for this dirty fiat pairing. So yeah, we could be seeing that within this week, maybe next week. Like I said, we are looking good. We are in a breakout here. It is more obvious, as you can see in this. It is more obvious in this pairing, in this Ethereum USD pairing, than it is obviously for the Bitcoin one. If you kind of see, it's not moved up, not broken out as far proportionally in Bitcoin, but that's obviously because it's the altcoins dragging Bitcoin up at the moment. So yeah, we'll be looking to get this nice move. Obviously 4,000 is a nice. I call them double O's, but it's a nice level for us to be getting some sideways people wanting to take some money off. So yeah, once they've done their selling business, then we will just be onwards and upwards. Probably. Obviously nothing's certain. Bitcoin dominance also having a just holding there at these lows, pretty much heading for free fall, but clearly we can trade sideways around this level, below this level, in this range before we do get some serious moves down. Well, I say serious, this is a serious move down, but actually like taking these lows out into new uncharted territory. We can trade some sideways, certainly within this range here, or we could break back above and trade sideways here. That would be fine also. But yeah, we'll have to just see how that plays out. DXY understandably having a little bit of a bounce after this move down, a bounce into we'll just extend this along here, a bounce into our old resistance. Our old support, hopefully turning resistance, so hopefully this box will resist price and send us back down. But yeah, I mean, obviously once we do break below here and start to get well, if we forward check, back check and paycheck this, then it is pretty much curtains for anybody who has bullish views of the dollar. They will be looking for short and medium term downward price action, even if they are looking for ultimately longer term upward price action. But realistically would have to be targeting sub 90. So that is what is on the cards here, unless obviously we do get a switch around and a loss of risk appetite this week, if anything happens. But I think we have gone past the point where anyone realistically in power in the governments, in Fed can start to throw any spanners about. I don't think they have the appetite or willingness or just want to do anything like that. So gold as well, gold just easing off a little bit, but ultimately it is at an important level. Get above there, we'll potentially see acceleration, and then yeah, I mean we could end up with a pretty wild into September and then into the end of the year. Stocks also just hanging on up there to high. Stock futures anyway, cash not open yet. For this is for the S&P obviously, but yeah, just consolidating at highs like we were seeing in Bitcoin. Realistically, this looks bullish. Ultimately, it doesn't have to break up, but to the upside. But the higher likelihood, the path of least resistance, is clearly to the upside, and then Also the 10-year just hanging about here. We are potentially going to have some well, it's hard to say what this is going to end up printing. Is it going to print an ascending triangle, or is it going to print a symmetrical triangle? We shall see. Obviously looking more like an ascending triangle with these highs here, but like I said, I mean, we just want this to realistically trade sideways, or if it does move, just not move up or down too aggressively. So obviously just not draw attention to itself, as we keep saying. So stochastics, then they've got to be looking quite good. So let's have a look at them, see how they are doing. Yeah, 4 hour has had a nice move up, a nice bullish reset, and now is still continuing upwards, but again a little bit toppy. 10 hour up there, but still pointing upwards. 12 hour, pretty similar read, still got juice in those. Daily turned back up nicely and has got a decent amount of room to run for a daily. 2-day looking bullish here as well. 3-day holding up there. 5-day all the way up there too. Weekly, what is weekly? Weekly is actually getting very high, so I was pretty much expecting weekly to get all the way up here and us be at all-time highs, but I guess another couple of ticks, i.e. a couple of weeks to get us back up to here. Then yeah, we very realistically could be at new all-time highs, and then bi-weekly clearly looking good here as well. Looking good, nice trend line held here, and just so much room to run here, so much room to run in the bi-weekly as well. And monthly not playing ball, but there we go, just is what it is. So yeah, realistically, everything is aligning on higher time frames. That is not to say we can't get savage wick hunts or pullbacks to the downside, or just shorter, or even like a couple of days bearish price action. But ultimately, we just got to be looking at dips to be bought. And just continue with our relentless march back to all-time highs and beyond. So there we go, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you all have a great week, and I shall speak to you guys soon.